Something happened to you recently that has never occurred in the spiritual timeline of any ordinary soul. A celestial seal, ancient, reserved only for the rarest beings across thousands of years, was placed upon your name. Not your earthly name, your true name, the one written before your birth, before your parents existed, before this civilization rose from dust. The universe paused. Every angel in the higher realm went silent, because what just happened to you is not supposed to be possible for someone still living in a human body. In all of recorded spiritual history, there have been fewer than 100 souls who received this kind of celestial recognition while still breathing on earth. Most chosen ones only discover their true identity after death, in the transition between worlds. But you are being shown this while your heart is still beating, while your feet still touch the ground. The cosmos does not do this without reason. Something you carried, something you refused to compromise, triggered an event so rare that even ancient angels had no existing protocol for what they witnessed in you. Think back to a recent moment, not long ago, where you had a choice. Someone lied about you. Someone twisted your words, distorted your character, and spread that poison to people who trusted them. You could have retaliated. You could have exposed them, destroyed them with the very truth they feared. But you didn't. You went quiet. You chose dignity over revenge. You chose silence over chaos. That decision, that single act of moral restraint, was not invisible. It echoed upward through every spiritual dimension, and it is precisely what triggered the celestial event now surrounding your life. You are never unwatched. Long before you understood spiritual warfare, both dark and divine forces had already placed their attention on you. The dark ones tracked you because they recognized your potential. A soul like yours, if fully awakened, dismantles their entire system of manipulation and deception. The divine ones watched with patience, waiting to see what you would do under pressure. When people slandered you, when false stories circulated, when your name was dragged through rooms you never entered, heaven was recording every second, cataloging every response you gave with grace. There were multiple moments they tested you. The colleague who took credit for your work, you stayed silent and let truth surface naturally. The friend who betrayed your confidence and spread private pain publicly, you forgave without announcement. A family member who misrepresented your intentions to others, you chose peace over proof. Each of these situations was a trial engineered to measure the depth of your integrity. Lesser souls collapse under one such test. You endured several simultaneously without abandoning your character. That pattern of consistent moral strength became your spiritual fingerprint, unique, undeniable, impossible to forge. In the higher councils of celestial intelligence, your name was brought forward. Beings of ancient wisdom who have observed humanity across millennia sat in deliberation over what category of soul you belong to. Their conclusion was unusual. They classified you not as a standard chosen one, but as something rarer, a soul that carries dangerous levels of integrity. Dangerous because deception cannot survive near you. Dangerous because your presence alone exposes what is false. Dangerous because those who tried to destroy your reputation unknowingly accelerated your elevation. You are marked in their records as one of the few who cannot be spiritually corrupted. God saw it, not metaphorically, directly, completely, with full attention. The archangels assigned to justice stood as formal witnesses when your case was presented before the divine court. Michael, the warrior of truth, acknowledged your restraint. Gabriel, the messenger of sacred timing, recorded the exact moment you chose dignity over destruction. Raphael noted the wounds you carried silently, the ones no human eye could see. The entire celestial order bore witness to a human soul enduring slander, betrayal, and false judgment, and responding not with bitterness, but with a quiet, unshakable faith that truth would rise without their help. Then came the decree, not a whisper, a declaration that moved through every layer of existence simultaneously. The universe, bound by its own laws of divine justice, could no longer allow your true identity to remain hidden or suppressed. What was dormant in you was now commanded to awaken. Every false word spoken against you was legally reversed in the spiritual realm. Every attempt to reduce your name, your character, your legacy was overturned. The decree stated clearly that no weapon of slander formed against you would produce lasting damage, because the one it targeted was operating under divine protection. Of the highest classification, you are not who they said you were. You are not the villain of their false story, not the problem they painted you to be in whispered conversations. You are an ancient soul, one that chose to return to this earth at the most spiritually volatile moment in human history, knowing the cost, accepting the suffering, agreeing to be misunderstood so that something greater could be demonstrated through your life. You are a celestial warrior dressed in ordinary clothing, walking through ordinary circumstances, absorbing extraordinary amounts of spiritual pressure and not breaking. That is not human strength. That is your original nature finally remembering itself. Your mission is not what the world told you it should be. It was never about titles, positions, or being publicly recognized by the people who once doubted you. Your mission is to anchor something this world is desperately losing: integrity without audience, compassion without condition, truth without compromise. Every environment you enter is spiritually shifted by your presence. You were sent to demonstrate that it is possible to be lied about and not become a liar, to be betrayed and not become a betrayer, to be misrepresented and still represent something higher. That demonstration is your assignment, and it is already in motion. Because of the divine decree now active over your life, the material world has begun realigning around your true frequency. Doors that were closed by human opinion are being opened by divine order. Opportunities that were sabotaged by those who feared your rise are being restored through channels no one could have predicted or manipulated. People who once believed the slander are beginning to see the truth without you saying a single word. Resources are moving toward you. Relationships of genuine loyalty are replacing the ones built on pretense. The universe is not slow. It was simply waiting for the right moment, and that moment has arrived. Wherever you go, something shifts in the people around you. They cannot always explain it. They simply feel steadier in your presence, more honest with themselves, less willing to tolerate their own deception. You are not preaching to them. You are not correcting them. Your very existence, the way you carry yourself after everything you have endured, is the sermon. People who watch your life from a distance begin questioning their own choices. Some of them wake up. Some of them return to their integrity because they witnessed yours surviving the fire. You are a living activation, and you do not even fully realize the scale of what you are triggering in others. You are not alone in this. Across this planet, in cities and villages, in silence and in struggle, thousands of souls just like you are awakening to this same truth at this same moment in history. They were also slandered. They also endured false judgment. They also chose dignity when destruction was easier. And now they are all activating simultaneously, forming an invisible network of integrity that is shifting the spiritual atmosphere of the entire earth. You are connected to every one of them, not by coincidence, but by design. The divine lawsuit filed on behalf of every chosen one who is lied about is being settled, collectively, right now. If this reached something deep inside you, do not let this moment pass without acting on it. Comment 777 below. It is a declaration that you accept your vindication and your mission. Share this with someone who has been falsely judged, someone who is still waiting for the world to see their truth. Subscribe and stay close, because what is coming next in this series will go even deeper into who you truly are and what has been prepared for you. The divine lawsuit is not over. It is just beginning, and every word of truth you stand for from this day forward is evidence in your favor.